Let me go to Deputy Hildegarde Naughton, who joins me on two fronts today. But you wanted the Galway delivery team in relation to a work programme for key projects in the region. What are you talking about here?
This is a direction from the Minister for Simon Coveney, the Junior Minister, Damien English, requesting the Galway City and County Council put together a Galway delivery team. This is basically a task force comprised of government officials and senior council representatives who will be looking at planning and delivering major infrastructural projects for Galway.
Does this come following his meeting 2 weeks ago, is it?
This is following the meeting I organised in early March with Minister Coveney, Galway Chamber and business leaders in Parkmore. They were outlining their concerns with regard to the lack of progress in addressing the traffic congestion issues in the Parkmore business park. So since then there's been high-level meetings between three different government departments, the Department of Transport, Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation and Minister Coveney's Department, Housing, Planning, Community and Local Government, with the City Council who are the lead in this, and there's been a lot of positive progress in relation to setting out measures that will help alleviate the traffic chaos in the Parkmore area. And since then Damien English, the Minister of State within that department, also had meetings with the City and the County Council, and he saw a need for a more joined up approach in relation to the departments and the City and County Council working together, not only looking at the Parkmore area but also the development of the docks area, the Ardon corridor, as well as looking at transport as well. And it's a joined up approach from a departmental level and the local authority to develop a clear work programme for infrastructural projects across the city and the county. And
I know that Damien English was in town on the Friday week, I think tomorrow fortnight he was in town, or Friday week he was in town, yeah. I mean, the whole crux of the problem that I see it, and maybe, and I haven't got it wrong, by the way, and maybe something that can be worked on even with the leadership debate on this one, is a lack of funding. Galway County Council and Galway City Council, as against any other council in the whole country, they're both starved of funding. That's the bottom line here.
Well, the key message coming from Minister Damien English is that there are other work groups like this set up in places like Cork and Dublin, and they have secured investment, but you can't get investment unless there's plans in place. And I think that was the big objective of this strategic action group, where we need to put in place clear plans. For example, the Ardon area, we have a housing crisis.
So you're saying that the councils failed to put those plans in place, hence they're short and bereft of the funding that they are bereft of?
There needs to be a more coordinated and joined up approach to this, and I suppose to move it along faster. Like the Parkmore issue, for example, you have one entrance for 6,000 workers coming in and out there every day, and I suppose there was a lack of forward planning. And you can't, I'm not blaming one particular agency. There are a number of different agencies involved here. It's between the City, the County Council, the IDA, the National Transport Authority, the TII, and that actually complicates, I suppose, putting plans in place when you have so many different agencies together. And because of that there's a call now for this special Galway delivery team to look and work in a coordinated way to set out a clear work programme, and then they can be putting in applications for investment. But unless you have the plans, you can't get the investment.
Okay, but can I put it to you another way then, very briefly? Are you saying then that both City and County Council should merge as part of this delivery team? And are you also saying that if this delivery team is put in place, that Damien English and et al. Will put the funding in place? Because do you acknowledge at this stage, and it's not a loaded question, that they have been bereft of funding and deprived funding as against, say, the likes of Mayo, Roscommon, Longford, Leitrim?
I'm not. What I'm asking is, and what Minister Damien English is requesting, and this has to be done by the end of this month, is that a strategic action group, the City and the County Council, working together with the Department
of Housing. Does that mean merge?
It means working together. You can call it what you like, but it's joining together to put in place plans for the 2040. It's the national planning framework, outlining key infrastructural projects that Galway and the West needs, and then you pitch for investment, and the investment will be there, and it's in the letter that I sent you there last night, where Minister English says that the investment will be there, but you need to have the plans in place first. And this is part of the Ireland 2040 vision, where Galway and the West needs to set out a clear vision for what we need with regard to housing, hospitals, schools, facilities, recreational community facilities. The Ardón area, for example, where we need, there's a huge need for housing, but we don't want a situation where we're playing catch up with relation to putting in place services. So it needs to be planned very well in a sustainable way and set out a clear vision. So that's what the request is, and the department are offering their assistance at a senior departmental level to work with Galway City and County Council in order to put in place a clear plan for infrastructural projects that are badly needed in Galway. And we could list them all out in relation to our traffic network, a need for a new acute hospital, housing, all of that. And it's really a very good opportunity now for both the City and the County Council to work with senior government officials on this. And Minister English wants this meeting set up, have the first meeting of this group before the end of this month. So that letter has gone out to the City and the County Councils this week, and I hope that they will take it up, because it's a very positive, proactive approach to securing much needed investment for Galway and the West.